Oh, record.
Here you go, it's recording.
Okay, we got Dustin Bullock on the pole. David Levine started second. Phillip Eastmead third. Jake Mueller fourth. J.J. Haley fifth. Kyle Kircher sixth. Todd Schockman seventh. Don Winchester eighth. Don Daly ninth. Scott Gillen 10th. We're under green flag. Here we go. So I do it like that for the race, yeah. And looks like Dustin Bullock goes to second. David Levine's in first. No, Bullock's in first. Going into the GoPro hairpin. Looks like Dustin Bullock's in first, David Levine's in second, Phillip Eastmead in third. Scratch that, Jake Mueller's in first. Check that. It don't look like it's doing right. Oh, that's results. There you go. That's right. That's right. Dustin Bullock in first, David Levine second, Phillip Eastmead third, Jake Mueller fourth. J.J. Haley 5th, Kyle Kircher 6th, Todd Schockman 7th, Don Winchester 8th, Brian Daly 9th, Bear Chad 10th, Dexter Turtle 11th. We're trying to find Scott Gillen's falling back to 15th. We're not sure what's going on with Gillen. This time by, Bullock is getting challenged for first. He holds it. Shuffling around, Phillip Eastmead falls back. Eastmead falls back to 4th, 5th. 6th. Dustin Bullock continues to lead this race. Several charges against his lead, he still survives it. That's a tight pack up front. Eastmead goes back into 4th. Taking with him, I'm not sure who. Dustin Bullock has been driving one hell of a race here. He's been challenged several times and been able to maintain the lead. This time by Dustin Bullock, David Levine, Jake Mueller, Phillip Eastmead, Kyle Kircher in 6th, Don Winchester in 7th, rounding out top 8, Todd Schockman. Dustin Bullock are pulling away from the pack. A lot of experience, these two pushing each other, not trying to pass. Got to get away from the pack, from the hard charging Phillip Eastmead. Dustin Bullock having a better show than he's had in a long time. Levine continues to charge against Bullock, but he's smart, trying to push him, not trying to pass. They know Eastmead is lurking with Jake Mueller. Levine playing a smart draft bump here. Down into the bowl. Dustin Bullock holding off Levine. Those two working together. Looks like Phillip Eastmead working with Jake Mueller. 5th place has lost the draft. Nose to tail, the top 4. Jake Mueller challenging now David Levine. David Levine goes under Bullock. Going into 10, Mueller's gonna go with him. No! Top 4 allowing 5th place to catch back up. David Levine's now in 1st. Dustin Bullock's in 2nd. Jake Mueller in 3rd. Phillip Eastmead in 4th. J.J. Haley in 5th. Classic battle going on here. Coming out of the bowl. Coming out of the bowl, it looks like we've got Phillip Eastmead battling hard for 4th. Jake Mueller's in 2nd. Not sure who we got in the lead. It's either Dustin Bullock or David Levine. I can't tell yet. Oh, and Jake Mueller tries to pass into the 9. That usually doesn't work. Usually doesn't work. He has to settle back in, and he loses a draft on the first 2. This time by, we got Dustin Bullock and David Levine. These two are working together. They should stay right where they are. I just can't say enough about Dustin Bullock driving a race today. David Levine taking the charge underneath him, going into the bowl. Dustin should let him go here. He doesn't. He stays on the outside, allows Jake Mueller to pull up. Closes the, oh, Dustin Bullock takes it to him. Dustin Bullock is really driving like crazy today. Unbelievable move going into 5. Normally that doesn't work. Jake Mueller buying his time. Puts Levine in 3rd, right in front of Eastmead. Mueller is going for the win here. He's not taking any prisoners, trying to pass every turn. Bullock's gonna have his hands full with Mueller. This time by, Dustin Bullock, Jake Mueller, David Levine, Phillip Eastmead. What a group this is here. Jake Mueller goes for the pass on 4. A little help from David Levine. Takes it into the bowl. Jake Mueller is in your lead. David Levine holds on to 2nd. I believe he pulls it off. Jake Mueller biding his time the whole time, now goes into the lead. Right in front of David Levine. Phillip Eastmead, oh, looks like we're gonna have a charge into the hairpin. That doesn't work. Jake Mueller trying to keep the lead. 4 guys right on his 6. Wow, what a race here. This time by, Jake Mueller leads his first lap. Second, we've got David Levine gonna challenge him. Dustin Bullock in 3rd, Phillip Eastmead in 5th, or 4th, sorry. Those 4 are gonna round it out. Here in the Ironman race 2017. been an epic battle between Jake Mueller, David Levine, and Dustin Bullock and Phillip Eastmead. A lot of experience up there. Jake Mueller, David Levine gets by Jake Mueller. Jake not letting him go. Eastmead moves into third, a little out of the draft, but Jake don't understand. He's gonna mess him up and cause the Union Jack to catch him. Union Jack goes off the track in 8th. Not sure who that is. It could be Bullock that took him off the track. They had a charge on Jake, but Jake was lucky that they survived that. Here we come back around. David Levine has a nice lead now over Jake Mueller. Checkered flag, David Levine, Jake Miller, Dustin Bullock, Phillip Eastmead, AJ Haley, Don Winchester, Kyle Kircher 7th, all the way down, Todd Shockman 12th, getting down to Brian Zapparelli 15th and Scott Gillen 17th. What a race!
I pushed you, and I pushed you, and I pushed you.
I had that whole straight stretch.
Here we go, 2017 first race of the season. On the pole, we've got, looks like David Levine. Then we got Jake Mueller starting outside. Looks like Dustin Bullock in third. And then we've got Phillip Eastmead starting in 4th. It's going to round out the top 4. Not recognizing some of the helmets on the other drivers, but that looks like we've got David Levine on the pole and Jake Mueller outside pole. We've got Phillip Eastmead and Dustin Bullock. Looks like that is starting 6th as Zach. It is Kyle Kircher in 5th, and then Don Winchester in 6th. Further back, looks like we've got trying to go back and pick up Scott Gillen. Poor Scott is back there in the back somewhere. Looks like he's in the very back. Scott's got a long way to go.
I said turn 1's going to be Calamity Corner.
Looks like we're getting ready to go for the first Ironman Light Division 2017 at GoPro Motorplex. Apologize for the poor camera. They can't afford to pay me. So we bought a camera from 1988. It weighs 97 pounds. So they're going, green flag, green flag. David Levine takes the lead early. Dustin Bullock. Phillip Eastmead running 3rd. David Levine in 1st.
They all got through their clean except that.
Coming up the hill, looks like we've got Phillip Eastmead in 2nd. And we have, the leader is Dustin Bullock, or no, David Levine, Phillip Eastmead, Dustin Bullock. Going into the famous GoPro hairpin, rounding out to turn 9, David Levine has a comfortable lead. Phillip Eastmead charging, not giving up, comes back to 2nd. Holding on, pulling off the turn. Scott Gillen trying to come from the back. Long way to go, Scott. Here we go, lap number 1. It's David Levine. Oh, we've got... Oh, David Levine just passed... Dustin Bullock just passed Phillip Eastmead for 2nd. Long way to go, 45 minutes we got to go for this race. David Levine has a comfortable lead at the moment.
Speed takes 2nd.
Eastmead is back in 2nd, passing Dustin Bullock. Jake Mueller in 3rd. It's a 45-minute race. David Levine, Phillip Eastmead, Jake Mueller, Dustin Bullock. David Levine, very comfortable lead. Phillip Eastmead, Jake Mueller, Dustin Bullock rounding out the top 4. David Levine is about 0.4 of a second faster right now than everyone. Got a comfortable lead going through the S's here. Phillip Eastmead has got Jake Mueller all over him. Dustin Bullock rounding out the top 5. If these stay together, if these guys would quit passing here, they will run David Levine down. If they can just stay in line. Jake Mueller doesn't like to draft. He likes to lead his own race. He doesn't want to be in second. He wants to be in first. David Levine, comfortable lead. Phillip Eastmead, second. Jake Mueller, third. J.J. Haley, fourth. Dustin Bullock rounding out the top 5. Don Winchester coming in around 7th position right now. Got a caution on the speedway. Looks like we got Don Winchester caught in an accident. We didn't get that. We don't have instant replay. I'm sure Don's chances of winning the Ironman are now done. David Levine still holding on to first, although they are catching him. Phillip Eastmead second, Jake Mueller third. If these carts just work together, they will run down David Levine. Your top 6 carts are nose to tail here. Good 6 go-karts staying together. David Levine number 1, Phillip Eastmead number 2, Jake Mueller number 3, J.J. Haley 4th, Dustin Bullock 5th. This is a race right here. Oh, Phillip Eastmead's passed now. Jake Mueller passed Eastmead and is charging on David Levine. They have caught David Levine as we predicted. Jake Mueller does not like to draft. He likes to lead. He don't want to be behind somebody. He's going to go for it. First chance he gets. This announcer predicts he's going to take Levine out of first place. Going into the first one, Jake Mueller has now caught David Levine, and what he should try to do here is to try to draft away, but Jake doesn't like to play ball like that. We'll see what happens. Phillip Eastmead is now on his tail. Eastmead playing it real smart, trying to stay in the lead draft. His prediction is Mueller's going to try to pass to slow him down, and Eastmead will take advantage of it. Smart drivers, this top group. Kyle Kircher has worked his way to 8th. It's David Levine in first, Jake Mueller second, Phillip Eastmead third, J.J. Haley fourth, Dustin Bullock 5th. Mueller is all over Levine here. Levine making good corners, good execution. Eastmead, a lot of experience here, staying in line. Wants to get away from the pack. It's not going to happen. This top 5 is all together, nose to tail. Patience will win here. David Levine still in front. Jake Mueller second. Eastmead is third. Dustin Bullock rounding out the top 5. Got a pass by Eastmead. Eastmead's in second now. Now Eastmead needs to work with Levine to get away from this pack, get away from the charge of Mueller. Eastmead needs to get away from Mueller. The only way to do that is to push Levine. Levine won't miss corners. Going into 11. Mueller is charging on Eastmead. Eastmead's still got the position. He's losing a little on the straightaway to Levine. Levine's had good execution the whole day. Eastmead needs to stay in line to get away from the charge Mueller's got. Nose to tail this top 5 here, top 4.